Good evening, Lake Orion. I hope you're all doing well. Get out of my shot.
You get out of your shot, Royals fan.
I hope you're enjoying the end of summer.
Royals fan.
Royals fan.
Royals fan.
I hope we can do a show.
Royals fan.
I'm the host.
No, you're not. Royals fan.
Taorminas.
Royals fan.
Well, welcome.
You're a Royals fan, and
No introduction needed, huh?
No, you are a terrible influence in the youth of America.
No kidding.
You are a terrible influence.
You want to talk about another terrible influence?
Who?
Anthony? No, I mean Colin Kaepernick.
Like, Colin Kaepernick's a terrible influence on the youth of Canada.
All right, well, I'll address that one first. First things first, gentlemen, I understand free speech. I understand everybody has a right to do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this was the correct way to approach this type of situation to spread awareness about injustice everywhere. I don't think this was the right way to sit through the national anthem. Now, yes, it's happened in sports where you've had athletes refuse to participate in the national anthem. Mm-hmm. That is their right. I understand that. Mm-hmm. Colin Kaepernick has that right to do whatever he wants. I understand that. But to not stand during the national anthem as somebody that sings the national anthem, that plays the national anthem, I was taught that when the national anthem came, to stand. Mm-hmm. To stand up, hand over the heart. Sometimes I'll just stand and go and do this. Mm-hmm. But I'm standing. I'm showing my appreciation for the American flag. I'm showing my appreciation for the military, the soldiers that fought for our freedoms, that fought for our flag, that fought basically to even have a sports show. Mm-hmm. And it's obviously it's a very tough stance because you almost don't know what to say about it. And but I just think that yes, there is a time to address the issue of injustice. I just don't think that this was the time. Also, not to mention, Colin Kaepernick was raised by white parents.
Yeah.
And he's speaking about. I'm not sure if he's the right ambassador to talk about this exact issue.
I'm gonna say this here. We do a lot of games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We do a lot of games. It's hard when you have to when you have a person doing the national anthem. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. There's games where where I'm doing like games on the fly. You know what I mean? So it's kind of trying to make sure everything is situated and everything and all that. But you do make a lot of sense. I mean, like you do. I think people need to stand for the national anthem because, it's the home country. It's your home. You're in the United States of America. I mean, like, you need to support the military. If for example, if a young child were to sing the anthem, you know what I mean, and you see somebody sitting down there, I'd be very disappointed. I'd be very disappointed. You know what I mean? Because, one, that shows a sign of disrespect if you don't stand up for the anthem.
It shows disrespect for a young child. The young child. If a young child's singing the national anthem, don't you want to show respect for that person?
What about you?
This one's tough, and you guys are not going to agree with me, but I think it's not what I would have done, but I think what he did can be a good thing because it's getting people talking. We're here in Lake Orion, Michigan, and we're talking about it. And that's his platform. He's a football player. He's seen once a week, and he's going to separate himself from the crowd and sit down during a time when everyone stands because he's trying to show his displeasure with the way things are. So by him doing that, look, when you want to make changes in a society, it's not comfortable, right? There's a lot of things that have to be uncomfortable. And he's taking this, he's getting a lot of backlash for it, but he's taking his stand to get the discussion going.
What do you tell the people what do you tell the people in Chicago that go through? I'm going to address that there because I know that Colin Kaepernick is certainly not going to care about what happened in Chicago. What's he going to tell the people in Chicago?
Do you mean the people that were shot and killed in
People
Chicago?
that every day you see crime like that are shot every day.
I think that's why he's sitting.
But what he's sitting for is addressing the issue of police brutality, and he's openly said that. He's not addressed the matter of what's going on in Chicago, in cities like Chicago.
So is he supposed to address the poor standards our food is prepared? He's taking one stand for one issue. He can't. This is what he feels is important, so he's taking a stand on that issue. And he's getting the conversation started because it's a tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of issues in this country. There's a lot of great things.
There's too many
about
issues in this country. It's got to stop.
Well, it does, but how do you make change?
America is
you make change different than Colin Kaepernick would.
It's an ideological, moral problem that this country faces. It's not exactly a racial issue. It's more of an ideological issue
I would
that
say
that we as Americans are dealing with every day. It's an ideological, it's political correctness.
I think it's a lot of respect for life. We as Americans don't seem to have as much respect for life because we will so willingly shoot people. So I think that's a talking point. And everyone can affect change in their own way. He has a stage and a platform on Sundays. As an NFL football player.
Well, he
might
not make it.
Make the team.
Well, he might not, but he's going out trying to do what he can.
Right.
And I have never been a Colin Kaepernick fan. I think he's a self-absorbed moron, but I respect.
He's making millions and millions of dollars in a situation where that
really doesn't have anything to do with the situation. He's doing his job. He got paid to do his
I
job.
know that LeBron, I know Dwayne Wade, I know Carmelo is leading the conversation on it, but I feel like that they're kind of doing it in a respectful way, going on. I just feel like Colin's not exactly doing it, and not exactly, anyone who bashes your country, it's just inexcusable.
But that's what makes America great.
I know what makes America free speech.
We can bash our country when we feel something's wrong. And if he felt things were wrong, how can he willingly stand? You know what I mean? If he felt there's trouble in America and that the flag does not represent what it's supposed to represent at this time, how could he feel satisfaction with himself by standing? I think it's an interesting issue, and
it's a moral issue.
For me personally, I don't think it's a moral issue because
I disagree with you on that.
At the end of the day, it's a song, and it does get a lot of attention.
It's a proud anthem, I've seen people even praise up for "Oh Canada." You know what I mean?
And that's good.
Anthem.
That's good for Canadians.
I look at. We played the national anthem in Lake Orion for girls basketball districts.
Yeah.
We're in the girls basketball district. I saw a couple from Pontiac that did not stand up for the national anthem. And I said to myself, why are these people not standing up? That's so disrespectful. Why are they making why are they screaming during the national anthem? We were taught, Ian, and you can agree with this, we were taught to rise, to remove our caps, and put our hands over our hearts for the playing of our national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
What Colin Kaepernick is setting an example of is you don't have to do those things. You don't have to. Is this the example we want our kids to learn?
I don't think that's the example. And I think it's on the parents of these kids to raise their kids, not Colin Kaepernick to raise their kids. We'll be right back with Between Taorminas.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
And I'm former Detroit Red Wing Joe Koster.
We'd like to remind you to practice safe boating by knowing the laws regarding water safety.
Please make sure you have the necessary safety equipment on board and be sure all of your equipment is working properly before leaving the dock.
And the probability of being involved in a boating accident nearly doubles when alcohol is involved. Always check local weather conditions, and if you notice darkening clouds, play it safe. Get off the water. Have a safe, enjoyable summer on the lake.
When I'm in Lake Orion and I want to catch up on sports, I watch Between Taorminas.
We own a Habitat home.
I love working on my Habitat home.
Soy dueño de una casa de Habitat.
My neighbor is a Habitat homeowner.
Being a Habitat homeowner has changed our lives.
My mortgage payment for Habitat is less than what I pay for rent.
Habitat for Humanity of Oakland County currently has homes available with mortgage payments lower than most rent payments. If you or someone you know needs decent and affordable housing, call 248-338-1843 or visit our website at habitatoakland.org.
Welcome back here. I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank the people in New York for winning the Little League World Series. Yes! Gotta love Little League Baseball. Gotta love it.
Why?
You got it. It's great for you. It's great for you, and it's the summer forever.
What?
And, of course, let's look at your baseball team. Your baseball team's in so much trouble. They're finished, and I'm telling you right now, they just lost to one of the worst teams in baseball, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and your boy, Mike Everett, threw out 4 Tigers on Saturday night. What do you got to say for yourself? What do you got to say for yourself? And then of course on Sunday the Tigers got spanked 5-0 by the Angels. So that means they lost 2 or 3 games to the Angels, and that tells me that you are done. And I'm telling you right now that you might not catch Cleveland.
Might not?
No, you won't catch Cleveland.
Might not?
You won't catch them.
Your words have changed, my friend.
My words have not changed.
Your words have changed.
I misphrased it. I said you won't catch Cleveland. You won't catch Cleveland.
When the Tigers win the World Series, you're not allowed to partake in the festivities. You're not changing your profile picture back to the 68 logo. You're not coming to Woodward. I don't want you watching the games. You got that? You can go down in Cleveland.
You need to go to Cleveland too.
Maybe your boy Mike Napoli will take you to his summer retreat or his winter
Jason
retreat.
Kipnis, who's going to be winning a World Series even over the Tigers.
Oh yeah.
Because Cleveland is
yeah?
rolling right now.
No.
The city of
They
Cleveland.
just lost 3 of 4 to
They ain't
Texas.
playing Texas. Texas is good.
What did the Tigers do down in Texas?
Nothing.
No?
Yeah.
No?
No.
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 They won 2 of 3. They won the series with Matt Boyd and Michael Fulmer.
But I'm telling you, this Tiger team is finished right now.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No,
yes,
they're not.
they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I'm Melissa Kratt. Thanks for watching.
And Kansas, and you know what? Your other team, the Kansas City Royals, is right behind them. And I'm telling you right now, you need to fear the Kansas City Royals right now.
I'll be honest, I fear them more than I do the stupid Indians.
Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be the Royals, then it's going to be the Indians, then the Royals, and then, of course, it might even be the Chicago White Sox, then the Tigers.
The Chicago White Sox are going to pass the Tigers.
Good pass the Tigers.
Is half of the Tigers organization going to fall into a crater in the earth?
Well, it's like the shipping ship of the Titanic.
They got James Shields they're going against tonight.
Big game, James.
Yeah. It's time for them to smoke him.
Big game, James had a big game.
Him.
The big game, James had a big game against the Tigers the last time he faced them.
Baloney.
I'm not saying baloney.
I'm saying baloney.
But I'm telling you right now, you need to fear the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. And also maybe the New York Yankees.
I'll tell you what I fear.
What?
I fear everyone you come in contact with.
What?
Because if you're an inspiration to the youth of America, I'm deeply concerned.
I am an inspiration to youth of America. I'm even an inspiration to youth of Canada.
That doesn't concern me as much.
And even Bob Bridges knows that I'm a great inspiration for the youth as well.
Ant?
I'm enjoying you two blast-burring your views about crazy little things. So
Blast-burring is a new word.
So let me just get some realism here right now. Tigers did not win the series with Anaheim.
Inexcusable.
They're done!
It doesn't mean they're done.
They're done!
Can I finish?
Maybe.
Thank you. The Tigers did get screwed on Saturday. You got to give credit to the Angels in terms of
Never will.
the thing is, yeah, the Angels are bad this year, but they're typically pretty good. They're typically pretty solid. So got to give them credit there.
I think they won the series in Toronto before that, didn't they?
Yes, they did. So you got to give them some credit there. And then and then also too, you have to. Do I think the White Sox are going to catch the Tigers? No. So you look at, are the Royals a big threat to Tigers? Yes. Do I think that Ian's a Kansas City Royals fan? Yes. Do I think Ian supports Cleveland? Yes. Do I think that Sammy supports teams other than the Dallas Stars? Yes.
What?
So we're just going into conclusion here.
I've seen that Red Wing blankie in your bed.
I do not have a Detroit Red Wing blanket on my bed.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I do not.
Is Ian very anti-Detroit Red Wings? Yes. I can conclude that. Is Sammy a big time Dallas Stars fan? Yes.
Thank you.
So my conclusions are very clearly, Ian's not a true Detroit fan, but Sammy's also not a true, Sammy's just mixed in where he goes.
What?
So
are you saying I got Bob Bridges effect here?
I didn't say that.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so the Tigers have around 30 games left, 29, 26, something like that. Most of them are against the AL Central. 7 against Cleveland, 6 against Kansas City. I don't want your opinion. I want your opinion.
They got to fix the records against Cleveland and Kansas City.
They do. They have to.
If they don't,
will they?
Because if they don't, then they're going to.
I want it from the horse's mouth. Will they?
Do I think they will? They haven't given me optimism in terms of, are they truly going to fix it?
I can understand that.
I mean, there's not a lot of optimism there.
Is there a point where water finds its level? Like Cleveland can't own the Tigers.
Yes, they can.
18 games out of the year. They cannot beat them that many times.
I mean, look what the Tigers did to Cleveland a few years ago.
True, but they sucked.
Cleveland
Neither team sucks here.
Cleveland can do it.
I feel like the Tigers have got to know that they've got to win 5 of 7 against Cleveland, and they've got to win 4 of 6 against Kansas City.
Well, if they win that, then anything's possible.
It is.
They're still in the wild card race.
They are. I don't want the wild card.
I know you don't, but
I don't want to have to go to Fenway. I don't want to have to go to Toronto. I don't want to have to go to Camden. I don't want to have to go back out to Seattle.
They got to catch Cleveland, and Cleveland's got to keep losing.
They have to win.
They have to win. Simple as that. They got to win series. They didn't win series against Anaheim.
No, and that was pitiful, and it's inexcusable.
And then they got Chicago tonight, and of course, I'll bet you Chicago even takes the series from the Tigers.
You think so? Mm-hmm. You want to bet?
Not betting you.
Oh.
Any final thoughts?
I'm telling you, Tigers are.
All right, that's all for this segment. We'll talk to you in a minute. Bye-bye now.
Hello, Oakland County. It's the Sammy Taormina talking OAA now. In it, we'll talk various stories from ranging from the state to Oakland County teams affecting the OAA. Catch us here on OAA Now.
Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now.
In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV. Welcome back to
Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
Oh, look, it's Kansas City fan.
Where I'm better than
Royals!
State Indian.
Fear Royals!
I don't know what you're saying.
Fear the Royals.
Oh, we're talking about the Lions now, okay? Can we all jump on and bash the Lions together in peace and harmony, please?
Sure.
You lost to the Ravens, didn't you?
First team hasn't scored a touchdown all preseason. They look like absolute trash against Baltimore. Their penalties were numerous. Their good plays were few.
You know what? This is what I'll take. I would take a Joe Johnson coach Lions team over a Jim Caldwell Lions team.
I would take a Joe Johnson 53-man roster Lions team over what they have now.
I agree with you. I would take a Joe Johnson 53.
A Joe Johnson
Lions
at
team.
every position.
Yup, a Joe Johnson every position, a Joe Johnson everywhere.
We could change the logo back to the Hollywood, get the logo with the Hollywood stars, like his fantasy team.
Get rid of the Honolulu blue.
Yep. Might as well just wear pink.
Hey, that's the
tutus.
name of my fantasy football team. It's Pink Panther 5.0.
Pink Panther 5.0.
That's in my other league.
They actually agree on something, ladies and gentlemen? That's a rarity, my friend.
I feel like we're going to have a lot of agreements for a lot of the fall.
Yep.
When it comes
to
to
the Lions
talk,
suck. How many games do you think they're going to win?
2. I don't know who they're going to beat either. I have no idea.
I think they're going to win 1.
Against who? They played Dallas this year?
Yes.
There you go. There's a win.
No, that's a loss.
No, that's a loss.
Oh, Dak Prescott's going to light them up?
Dak Prescott!
Tony Romo will be back by then.
Dak Prescott's supposed to be pretty good.
Tony Romo will be back or back?
He'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Be back torturing the Lions.
And Jeff will be sacking Mr. Stafford. I guarantee it.
Well,
Just a hanky.
that's probably likely. Just a hanky.
You watch your mouth.
All right, fine.
I'm telling you right now, the Lions are only going to win. Do you have dreams of the winless season? Remember that? 2008?
Dreams or nightmares?
Nightmares or dreams.
I mean, this is what's going to happen.
Can you imagine if we were
down
doing
the field. I want to punch that guy.
You want to imagine if we were doing this show, we were talking in 2008, we were talking about the 0-16 Lions. What would we have been doing?
We were such young lads, only 20 years old.
Would we be wearing paper bags on a consistent basis?
I don't know if we'd give this team our time. Yeah. I often wonder why we do to this day.
That's a good question.
Because they're nothing more than losers.
So I'm going to be down in Indy for the first week.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll be on the show until after that. I'm going to be gone next week. Yeah, I won't be on the show till after Indy.
That's rough. September 12th.
It's 11th.
Oh, 11th.
What do you think?
What do you think? The Lions play at Indianapolis?
Yeah, they play at Indy on September 11th.
Yep.
You guys got a prediction for that game? Have you seen
Indy
the Colts
wins by
at all?
5 scores.
By 5. Okay. Sam.
Yeah.
This isn't a Lake Orion football game, all right?
Indy wins by 5 scores. I'm serious. T.Y.'s going to have a big game.
I don't think they're going to win.
Luck's going to have Colts are going to win.
Luck's going to have 3 touchdowns.
You know what? You know what is inspiring though? DeAndre Levy's back. Does that not give you some hope?
Of course not.
No?
They're done.
Indianapolis will win the game against the Lions.
Probably.
Indy will blow
And
Lions
I'm
out.
not comparing Lake Orion and the Lions either.
Well, Lake Orion keeps on this trajectory. You know what I mean?
I don't think they'll go on this trajectory, but I'm telling you.
Well, they got to get in shape.
Well,
Sam?
I'm not going to say it.
Do you need to go in at halftime?
I'm not going to compare the Lions to the Dragons. That's not going to be the case right there. Now, here's the next case here for you. If the Dragons played the Lions right now, I would actually take the Dragons over the Lions.
That's hodgepodge. That is insane.
I would take the Dragons over the Lions because, 1, at least the Dragons have a running game. 2,
not against an NFL team.
Yeah, I would actually do it. Serious.
The Dragons didn't run the ball so well on Thursday.
They actually did. You know what I mean? But except they did have a lot of missed opportunities, like fun on a football.
It's like the Lions. They got to score.
No. The Lions.
They need to capitalize.
The One thing that the Lions and the Dragons have, the Dragons at least have scored. The Lions have not.
True.
I'm not insulting Lake Orion football. I know those kids very well, and they're very good kids.
Oh, it's a first game. We're having a little fun. They got their, they lost.
I wouldn't go there.
Why not?
Because I think this team's going to be better.
Well, that is true, but don't you learn more from losing than you do from winning?
Yeah,
that's how you respond.
But that's how you respond.
Exactly. You wouldn't respond as, thoroughly, I guess, if they would have won, right? They took their licks. They lost a non-division game. Now they got to get back at it, right?
See what happens.
Goals are still in front of them.
They are.
You learn a lot by losing, gentlemen, and it's all right.
Got a good team coming in this week in Stony Creek. Very hard-working, blue-collar, hard-working.
They beat Orion last year.
They beat Orion last year.
2014.
At Orion.
The Cougars.
Yep.
What do you think?
Orion wins, I think. They get revenge, retribution.
At home.
At home. Close game.
Okay.
I think I really think it'll come down to how much the Dragons learned from last week. If they learn from last week and really come out from the start and establish their game, establish their tempo, it's going to be fine. Stony Creek is a very good team. They're a hard-working blue-collar team, coached by Bob Lancey, who used to coach Eisenhower. I just think if the Dragons can establish tempo, control the pace, and learn from their mistakes in the first game, I think that this could be a rout.
Could be a rout.
This could be a rout. This could be. It'll be close, but it could be a rout.
Home opener, Labor Day weekend, could be a rout.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
See what happens. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
When you look at, we got hockey coming up.
I don't even want to think about that right now.
Hockey season's coming up.
I'm still holding on to the last bit of baseball season, my friend, in summer. Okay.
Yeah, and he's got Lions.
Don't worry, Tigers ain't going to make the playoffs. Don't worry. I mean, the Lions are
If the Tigers make the playoffs, don't you owe me a lot of things?
And then if they don't make the playoffs, then you owe me a lot of things.
If they don't make the playoffs, I'll be your indentured servant for the rest of my life.
Ooh, you got a deal.
I'm not shaking on that. Get out of here.
That'll do it for this week's episode of Between Taorminas here on ON TV. It looks like Ian's not going to be here for 2 weeks. So, all right. Well, stick around. See you soon. And see you soon, Lake Orion.
Sam, say bye.